In Kenya, thousands of families around Lake Naivasha have been driven from their homes as rising waters swallow entire neighborhoods. What were once farms, schools, and busy streets now sit beneath a growing inland lake. Scientists say a mix of climate pressures and human activity may be behind this dramatic surge. But for the people who live there, the struggle to survive is happening right now. Here's a report from Take a look.
Across the shoreline of Lake Naivasha rooftops, walls and once familiar buildings now sit partially submerged. Boats glide over what used to be roads. Families wade through waist-deep water trying to salvage what little remains. Lake Naivasha has surged more than a kilometer inland, flooding land that, until recently, had always been dry. More than 5,000 people have been forced from their homes as water levels reach record highs. The lake has been rising slowly for nearly a decade, but locals say the pace has accelerated sharply in recent months. Scientists point to a mix of climate change, shifting rainfall patterns, erosion, and even tectonic movements as possible causes. The neighborhood of Kihoto is among the worst hit. Streets are cut off by knee-deep water, and many families say the lake seemed distant, right up until the day it rushed into their homes.
We have stayed here for 1 month. Right now, we are struggling in this state because the challenges are many. The first challenge is that electricity has been shut off. The second challenge is the risk of wildlife while wading through the water. The other challenge is shortage of food because we depended on farming. Since the water rose, we don't have food.
With their property destroyed, the family now lives in an abandoned school where an owner has offered temporary refuge. Around them, neighbors carry beds and furniture through the water, pointing to where their homes once stood.
So the water has been rising slowly at a very low rate. Even some of the landlords or the tenants were trying to block the flow of the water by aligning the sacks, soil, so that the water cannot cross. But it has been coming slowly at a very low pace.
People now move through the area by boat. Fishermen say the rise in water levels doesn't match rainfall patterns, adding to the mystery of what is driving the surge. And it's not just Naivasha. Lakes across the Rift Valley, Baringo, Nakuru, Turkana, are all rising. Hotels, homes, sewer lines, and even pit latrines have been swallowed. Contaminated water is now raising fears of cholera and malaria outbreaks. Environmental planners say climate change is altering rainfall patterns in unpredictable ways, with storms arriving outside normal seasons. Meteorologists warn that human activity, cutting trees, farming in catchment areas, building too close to lake margins, is pushing soil into the lakes and raising their beds. Authorities warn that lake levels may continue rising. Aid agencies are now calling for emergency support to avoid a potential public health crisis in the region.